Hello, everyone. This is Barbara Iris Sue, Parental World Knowledge. I don't know what's going on. Google Hangouts, it's been going off and on. I saw the green light like I was recording, and then I see no, it's off the air. I apologize. I don't know what's going on today. This has been the worst trying to get on in a long time. And I know it happened yesterday. I saw that it was difficult getting on. And yeah, I started very early yesterday. But today, I had to do two things for my puppy. I had to give him a treatment with an ointment. And I was mentioning it a little while ago, but it wasn't recording. It was just people could hear me, but it wasn't recording. And in addition, I had to give him a special heartworm pill. So it was an hour just to do the ointment, and then it was another 15 minutes to try to get him to get the pill. So I couldn't come on real early like I did yesterday. I had to definitely do that. It only takes it once a month. And, fortunately, he let me do it. It was very difficult getting that ointment out. Normally our vet does it, but this is a different vet, and they don't do it here. I could see why. And it looked like I gave them everything. I just kept squeezing it, and finally it came out. I held a piece of toweling next to it, just in case, more was in there, and I wasn't aware of it. I didn't want it dripping all over, so that's what I did. So just so you know, if you have to give, it's for making sure it doesn't have ticks and fleas. It doesn't, but, just to make sure. It's a vial, and you have to keep squeezing it, and you leave the part that sticks out. It looks like a needle. It's sticking out. It's not a needle. It's just the vial spreader, and that spreads it onto the puppy, and you do the lower part of the coat, not the upper, because then he'd be licking it off, and you want it to be on the lower where he can't get to it. Not by his tail, but, like lower part of his coat. Don't put it to his tail, because puppies do lick their tail. Don't put it right to the behind, just the lower part of their back. And that's what the instruction said, and that's what I did. So, any rate, but there was a lot of problems getting on today with, and I apologize. And I hope you have your canvas paper. I hope you have your watercolor paints. I hope you have different size brushes, artist brushes. I hope you have an artist sponge. And I hope you have a liquid white, because normally there's not white in your palettes. I don't know why I don't put it, but there isn't. And you need a line drawing of something that you really like to do. You don't have to do roses. I did roses, but you don't have to do roses. And this is a canvas pre-treated paper, much like the canvas painting that's on the wall that has wood enforced with it. This is just flat. So please, get this, because it's pre-treated. You don't have to put whitewash, and this is, really great. So at any rate, just do a line drawing of what you like. If you can't think of with your imagination, take a prop. Take, whatever. If you're doing flowers, take a vase and silk flowers, because real flowers are going to die. You're not going to be able to, get that, capture it the next day the same way. I suggest, if you are, painting a person, if you can get a live person, it would be better. If you're doing animals, it's best to do it, from the animal. If you're using a picture, you're going to have to make it different. You can't do anything, like even your props. You cannot do exactly as you see it, because that is not original. Somebody else designed the flowers, so you're copying it, that would be copying, and that was, plagiarism. So you need to change the way it looks. If it's a live person, that's different, or if it's in your imagination. I mean, of course, that's original. So, but enjoy. That's the most important thing. Don't worry about it being perfect. I don't like perfect in painting because then it looks like a photograph, and who wants a photograph? You take a photograph with the camera. You don't, you want originality in your painting, and don't put too much water on. If you're using these palette paints, you have to just put a little bit of water and then put the paint. Do like a few times there to get the liquid. It's already pre-mixed, so you don't have to worry. You don't have to do anything. I mean, you can, put that down, and you don't have to add the water to that. That can just go right onto your painting. But then when you're going to mix it with some other paint, you're going to need water to get that paint out of the palette. But it's really great. But they're more expensive, the liquid. So, but in the long run, the I like working with palettes better. With the dry paint, because they last longer. I mean, the liquid. I mean, I had this liquid for 3 years, but I mean, they start to dry out. But these palettes, they last. They're still good for many, many more years. Um, I've had many sets, and they do not spoil. So my advice is to really get the palettes as opposed to the liquid. But you have to get the white. You have no choice, no matter. It is easier to work with, but yet it dries out. So, you can't buy too many. And because, we don't always use all our paints right away. Sometimes I paint with watercolor, and sometimes I paint with acrylic or oil. So just don't buy too many of those liquid whites. And if you're buying a kit, I mean, don't buy a lot of kits with the liquid whites and other colors, because it's going to dry out. I had one set somebody gave me, and the whole set dried out within 6 months. I mean, that was terrible. So I'm really not crazy about those liquid things because they dry out too fast sometimes. But I'm fortunate I bought mine in Jerry's, my liquid white, and it lasted 3 years. They have great supplies, but I guess some other places, they have things on sale, whatever, and they're not good. They're just not good. Because for 6 months, for a whole watercolor set to be ruined is terrible. It's a pretty nice day out today in West Orange, New Jersey. Still, though, pretty hot and humid, but there was a little bit of a cold breeze. We had that rain last night. If anybody wants to be on our show, call us Monday through Sunday, 9 to 5, and that's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that's Eastern Standard Time, New York. Somebody from Google Hangouts called me 5 a.m. And I said, we are not, going to be up at 5 a.m. Our hours are 9 to 5 p.m. Oh my gosh. I didn't even answer the phone. Oh boy. No, it's bad enough I have to be up with my puppy. I get up, I have to take him out at 6, so I had to be up at 5:30. But I certainly don't want to get up a half hour earlier. I didn't even want to get up that time. But, this is what it is when you're training a puppy. You have no choice. And it's just why I told my son I wanted a trained puppy. I wanted, or a young dog, but, because I'm doing the reality show, I'm writing a blog, I'm running a charitable organization, and then I have to supervise here because we're doing repairs on our home and our office, and it is, a lot to take care of things. And then I have to do a lot of cleanup too, and we got people coming in and out. It's incredible what's going on here. So I certainly didn't need to train, but I just love this puppy so much. You got the bathroom door open. I could see the light. Where is Platinos? Is he in his bed, Richie? He's in his bed? Okay. I can't see from here. Just want to be sure. Thank you. Now we got a couple of holes there in the bathroom, and it's not completed. So I have to see that puppy is, okay and not going in there. You have to keep that door closed. You going somewhere? You think that's wise if you weren't feeling good? I think you should wait a day, Richie. What? You're still not. No, and you shouldn't expose them to it. It was pretty serious. They had to take the little boy to the hospital. So he picked it up now, and now I say not to go near him because he could get it back again. That's how it goes. It goes back and forth, back and forth. And it was serious. I mean, he was he had such a bad cold. He was vomiting. So, I mean, you don't want the child to be exposed to that. And I don't know why he's doing that. I'm telling him not to. Wait one more day. I gave him made the chicken soup and rice. We had it yesterday. He had it today. Made him feel great, but you know, he's not at 100%. I mean, there's no sense in exposing your son. Or it was a girl. Oh boy. Well, he wanted to take my puppy to the park, and I said, no, that's a good idea. You forgot you had the car? You forgot you had David's car as opposed to the truck? Is that your phone? No, I guess it's my phone. I just have to 1 minute tell my son something because he's taking our car as opposed to the truck that we allow him to use. And I really where he's supposed to. He has to park in the driveway. One time they towed my son's car.
The voicemail box of 97328267071.
David, Richie's borrowing the car to go to see his son. You know, if he doesn't park in the driveway, they can tow it again. I'm not thrilled about it, David. I really am not thrilled. I know you needed to help someone today to move, but David, I really told him not to go. First of all, he's not at his best. He's taking our car. I don't, really want him to do that. I just told him that, but he's not listening. David, you need to talk to him now. Thank you. And I don't drive the car. My son does. So, he really has to talk to him. The car is, insured with my son. It's, really his car. Although officially I own it because my father left me, but still, I gave it to my son. And just hasn't gone through court yet, but, it's insured under his name. So he has to handle it. Okay, and make sure you layer you want the folds and everything for the flowers to be accentuated. So give at least 4 layers or what you're doing. Let it dry, go to one section and then go to another section. And turn your paper if it's wet. I'm going to stop at 6:30, and I just pray a miraculous healing prayer for everyone in the world, and peace, good spirit, good health, and strength. Amen. I just do the prayer. God heals 100%. And you don't need it now. You can always pray later to God with me, and God will heal you 100%. You have to believe that, you are healing yourself with God. I'm just doing the prayer. So I will see you then tomorrow at 5, hopefully. I hope I don't have problems again. I saw a computer, and I see it's a laptop, and has Windows 10 in it. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to get one of them. It's a very good price. And really don't have it because I'm doing, all this remodeling, trying to make my, studio and everything better. But I feel, it's taking too much of my time away to try to get on the air. I need a better computer because it shouldn't be. There's problems with Google Hangouts, and with my computer, it's very old. It's just not able to handle the problems that are coming up. I had a new one. I think that will eliminate it. I'm not certain. But I do have business Comcast. I paid extra money to get the business Comcast, which is not working. I found out, they told me that it would make it better. Well, it makes it a little better, but not much, because my computer is too old to keep up with the business Comcast. So it's making it a little better, but not much better. They have to tell you need an updated computer. You need a new computer. Business should have told me that. But I already made the change, and wasn't going to go back. I mean, it's a little bit better. I'm paying doing that, but at least I know now, and I will have to get the new computer. I found out the hard way because my computer was going off and on, and I called them. It is under 50, so it's not compatible. It's not enough, to be at the speed that the new business thing is. So that's what the problem is. Now I know. And I wish I would have known that before taking it. So now, just so to let you know, so if you're going to do business, make sure you have the new computer before you start, because it's not going to be much better and you're going to be paying more. Unless, of course, you cut out TV altogether, it will be a little less. But even so, the price is still more than the price if you kept the regular home one. I mean, I'm just saying that, it's the price for the business class is higher than the price of the regular home for the computer. The cost will cut down though if you take off the TV part, which, I mean, you can watch online TV. There's shows and things. So, and I really don't watch it, so I don't need it. All right, well, I thank everybody, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully about 5. And I hope everybody has a good night or a good day, depending on where you are in the world. And please encourage people to watch our show. I greatly appreciate that. And in addition, if you prefer a private lesson, we do for $5 have a special. August 29th is going to be this Saturday, so you don't have much time left. But you can, for a $5 donation, get a free art or poetry lesson. You're eligible for original oil painting that I painted. It's called Good Life. It's on art.com, the highest jewelry on the internet. It's a $1,000 value. You can see it's listed. And in addition, I have it on every social media that you can see it. It's on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. So if you want to see the painting. And you're eligible for a $500 Macy gift card. In addition, you get as much as 30% off. This is only 25%, but they did up it to another 5% Macy's. And that's because it's their 10th anniversary, so they're giving as much as 30% off. And you're also able to get, by supplies last, a beautiful antique bracelet. I have different ones. So it's not going to be this one, but I'm going to have other ones that I made. And you can, there's another one I made. So I have all different ones. And there's other antiques too that I have, that rings or pins or, whatever, necklaces. So you can pick from. And if that runs out, there's 2 beaded bracelets that you can get. So all that for $5 donation, we donate 50% to Epilepsy Foundation. That's why I, donated all these bracelets and took the time in making them and donating it. So please give us a call, 973-736-1637. That's again 973-736-1637. And you get the private lesson. You even have up to a year to take the lesson. You could take the lesson and pick up your tickets at the same time. Like we said, we're here 9 to 5, Monday through Sunday. That's Eastern Standard Time in West Orange, New Jersey. Going by New York time, that's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So please don't pass on this. This is such a great deal. And there's one more bonus thing. I decided for Parental World Knowledge, we're going to give you an expert session at our studio for free. If you are selected out of all the people that have bought a ticket and have entered into the contest of winning the painting. So I'll be doing a drawing for that, but then I'll be doing another drawing, a second drawing for one lucky person to have an expert session, excuse me. And it's my puppy tying me out since 5:30 this morning. I'm not used to getting up these hours. Sorry about that. I have more energy, but after, trying to get on with this internet for an hour, it's tiring. That's tiring. But at any rate, You would get an expert session, could be healing, could be a cooking session, and you get to eat what you cook. You know, I have give you several choices of what you can pick. You know, you can have, you know, different dinners like a steak dinner and delicious vegetables with it, or chicken could be prepared a number of different ways. You know, we're going to have either spaghetti and meatballs I could, you know, make with you, or if you prefer like a Mexican kind of a meal with rice and beans and some meat with that too, we could do that. So you'll have several choices, and I'll teach you how to do it, prepare it, and then you get to eat it. So you could do that, or you could bring your pet, and I can give a training session. If you have a little new puppy and you need it to be trained to go out to the bathroom, do different, you know, obedient tricks. Me to train, I'll train the puppy. Just that one day. I'm not, you know, going to be doing more. Just one day, and you know, go on my site. There's also could be parental guidance. I mean, it could be any of those choices. So you're going to get that extra bonus, one lucky person. So please give us a call, 973-736-1637. We want to sell all these tickets out for Epilepsy Foundation. It's to save the lives of over 3 million people in the United States alone. And there's many people, there's millions of people throughout the world. And in addition, do you realize what it's costing our government? And I'm sure it's costing everybody else's government the same thing. We're at a deficit, and I found out why. We're giving $3 billion a year. This was years ago that I looked up the statistics, a few years ago. And this is, you go on government, you know, site, and you'll see concerning epilepsy that it's just the healthcare alone is over $3 billion a year. Now, that's why I'm doing raising funds for research, because this is ridiculous that our government's doing that, and then we're taxed for this deficit. So by giving this $5, it's going to be going towards research, and you're helping yourself too. So please help these kids. They don't have a good life. That's why I gave the painting Good Life, to indicate this is what I'm trying to do, give them a good life. And also, it's affecting us. You can go on this government site and you'll see exactly these figures. And I am shocked. And now I see where our deficit is. And I told President Obama, and our Mr. President Obama did a gala in Washington. He raised millions of dollars, and it did go for research. They came up with a cure, but not a universal cure. I have a letter thanking me, you know, from our Mr. President Obama, that I brought his attention to this horrible, it's just a horrible major cause and disease, and we could, with research, resolve this. And this is what we need to do. And you know, hopefully we will come up with a cure. I gotta keep doing this every year. It almost came to a halt if I wasn't doing this, and urged our president to do public service announcements. So I thank you so much. Please give us a call, get a ticket. You can have this great lesson, get all this wonderful jewelry. You might win the painting, and you might win my service to do whatever you choose from the expertise on my list there. I could even help you with your some simple accounting, like, you know, if you can't keep a budget, I can help you budget yourself so that you can keep a budget. I can give you a session. So please, please, I urge you, don't pass up on this. You're getting such an offer. You can't turn this down, and it's tax deductible. My gosh, we're a 501(c) classified organization. Well, thank you so much. Have a good night or good day. Bye now.